Welcome back to 6 and 6, where we cover 6 stories from around the world in 60 minutes or less. With that said, start your timer. We begin today in Peru, where Oscar Morea, the former Peruvian foreign minister, died in a prison hospital in Brazil while serving a sentence related to corruption charges. And his passing remarks at the end of the complex political career that he helmed was distinguished by significant diplomatic service, but ultimately marred with legal controversy. Mortu's death has prompted reflection on his legacy, highlighting the nuanced resistance from unions to Peruvian politics and international diplomacy. From Reuters, quote, his death has stirred a complex emotional response from those across the political spectrum of Peru, reflecting on his intricate legacy that melds significant public service with pungent controversy.
Next, we travel across the Atlantic to the Ivory Coast, where the world's largest
across the Atlantic to Tunisia, where the courts have upheld
for cocoa
increased jail terms for prominent political opponents of President
recent price
Siad,
cuts amid global
signaling growing concern
record
about
high
judicial
market
independence.
prices.
The decision reflects Siad's ongoing consolidation of power since dissolving parliament in July 2021, which has raised international alarm about potential democratic backsliding. These court verdicts are widely perceived as politically motivated actions designed to suppress distant and strengthen presidential control over state institutions. From Reuters, quote, the recent ruling is seen by many international observers and human rights organizations as a direct consequence of President Siad's tightening grip on Tunisia's institutions.
Likely have significant ramifications for farmers.
This underscores significant concerns regarding the independence of the judiciary in Tunisia. And quote,
had not yet
next we travel across the Atlantic back to Costa Rica, where their next president, representing a populist movement focused on social equity and economic reform, has been elected. Her victory signals a strong public desire for political change. Fernandez aims to position Costa Rica as a regional leader by advancing digital infrastructure and transforming educational systems. Her presidency symbolizes a progressive approach to bridging socioeconomic divides and embracing innovative solutions. From Reuters,
fuel theft.
Laura Fernandez's
security
election
efforts by
represents a
authorities and
pivotal
Pemex,
moment
the
for Costa Rica, where
challenge
voters are
that
demanding
they
meaningful
face.
political
From
transformation.
Reuters, quote,
Her
the
commitment to
tunnel was
combating
found
corruption,
under the
advancing
street
technological
in the
infrastructure, and
northwestern
prioritizing
city of
social equality reflects a new generation of leadership that seeks to balance traditional values with forward-thinking solutions. End quote.
Mexican authorities
Next, we travel to
and
Singapore.
hailed
The
the
Singapore Air Show highlights
criminal groups that have
significant
battered
challenges
the
in
nation's
the
energy
aviation industry,
infrastructure.
particularly
has
supply
cost
chain disruptions
Mexico
and surging
government
regional
billions of
demand
dollars
in
in
the
recent
Asia-Pacific market.
As its security
Industry
forces
leaders
and
are focusing
Pemex
on
have stepped up
innovative
efforts to
solutions
stop
and
the
collaborative
operations.
approaches to address
Next, we
logistical
travel
bottlenecks and
across
prepare
the
for future
Pacific
growth.
to
The event
China,
serves as a
where the
critical
EV
platform for
maker
networking,
Zeekr,
strategizing,
Geely's
and exploring
premium brand,
technological advancements
plans to
in
enter
the
Italy's car
aerospace
market in
manufacturing
late
sector.
2025
From
or
which
early
Reuters, quote,
20,
supply chain
late
disruptions have posed
2026 or
significant
early
challenges
2027,
for the aerospace
continuing
industry,
its European
impacting
expansion after
production
launches in
timelines and
Sweden,
the delivery
Netherlands, and Germany.
of new
The company
aircraft
is
at
actively
a
seeking
time when
experienced
demand is
dealers
surging,
and negotiating with
particularly
multiple
in
partners.
the Asia-Pacific
Reuters,
region.
quote,
The
Zeekr's
quote underscores the
European
complex
CEO,
dynamics facing
Tinos,
aviation
said the
companies.
brand
And,
has been
quote,
looking for experienced dealers
next, we
in
travel
Italy and
south
is in
to
talks with
Australia,
multiple
where the
partners.
Australian
Quote,
Open
Italy is a key
Men's
country
Signals
for premium
Tournament
cars,
has a
and we
rich
want to be a
history of
part of
showcasing
the
exceptional
market,
tennis
Reuters.
players on
End quote.
Melbourne's hard courts.
Next, we travel down to
From
Australia,
Reuters, quote, over
where
the
the police
years,
are
the Australian
investigating
Open
a
has served
threatening
as a
letter sent
critical
to
stage
cities
for up-and-coming
Limbah
talent to make
Mosque,
their
the
mark,
country's largest
while also
mosque,
solidifying the
just
dominance of
weeks
well-established
before
players.
Ramadan.
As we reflect on
Authorities
the
are
tournament's
treating
history,
the
we are
incident as a hate
reminded
crime and
that the
have
diverse
increased police
playing
patrols to
styles
ensure the
and
safety of
tendency
worshippers.
required
Reuters,
to
quote,
succeed
police said that
on
the
the hard
letter
courts
was
of
sent
Melbourne.
to
End
the
quote.
imam at
And finally, we
Megam
end today in Europe, where the
Mosque in
Tizzy
Sydney,
Party
a
is
western
leading
suburb
polls
with a
for
large
Hungary's
Muslim population.
2026
Additional police patrols will be conducted
parliamentary elections,
to ensure
representing
the
a
safety
surge
and
in
security of
far-right
members of the
populism.
community and those
Their
attending
nationalistic and
places of worship,
anti-immigrant platform
a
has
police
gained
statement
significant
said.
support,
End quote.
potentially signaling
And
a
finally, we
major
ended
shift
in
in
Europe,
Hungary's
where the
political
French
landscape. The
parliamentary
party's
system
rising
and 4 others
popularity
have
reflects
begun-
broader
have been
European
charged with
trends
murder following
of
a
right-wing
deadly
political movements
in
gaining
Bitol,
momentum.
the French's
From Reuters,
Polish
quote,
territory.
it's about time
The
Hungary
killing
takes
occurred
control
during
of its
clashes
destiny
between
without
local residents and
external
organized
dictates, said one
vigilantes
Tizzy
amid
Party
heightened
supporter.
tensions
Quote,
over crime
we need
and
leaders who are truly
migration.
representative
Reuters,
of Hungarian people and their values. These statements highlight the party's core messaging of national sovereignty and rejection of external political influences, end quote. And of course, if you want to read any of today's articles in their entirety, they'll all be linked down there in the description below that like and subscribe button. Also down there you can find the podcast on Spotify, Podcast, Podbean, as well as the Twitter handle at Your Daily Flip, where I post links to these episodes on Tuesday and Thursday, and the normal podcast that's more US focused on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So with all that said, there's only one more thing to say. Stay safe, don't die.
Daily Flip, where I post links to these episodes on Tuesday and Thursday, and the normal podcast on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So with all that said, there's only one more thing to say. Stay safe, don't die.